Hi, this is Tamara here from the EFT Training Centre, and in this video I want to talk about what to do if EFT appears not to be working. Now, at the beginning and end of every round of EFT you do, you need to rate your level of stress or whatever you're working on a scale from 0 to 10. And the idea or the theory is that by the end you'll feel better than you did before, and you can measure that by rating your SUD level, subjective units of distress, which is on a scale from 0 to 10. If you don't feel better, there are lots of things you can do. So I'm going to talk about some of them in this video, and others of them you can look at on my blog, on my website. So one of the things that you can do is you can get more specific. So if, for example, you're working on all this anxiety, you could name the reasons why you're feeling anxious. Maybe you've got an interview tomorrow that you're worried about. Maybe you're worried about your children. So be specific. And if you're worried about your children, what specifically are you worried about? So even though I'm worried about my children getting bullied at school, I acknowledge that. And so you can get more specific. Another thing that you can do is rub the sore spot. Now, the sore spot is any tender area at the top of the chest, and if you can't find it, just rub any area at the top of the chest and say the set-up statement while rubbing instead of doing the karate chop point. So we'd say, even though I'm feeling anxious about my children getting bullied at school, I acknowledge this and I accept myself anyway. So that's another thing that you can do. Another thing you could ask yourself is, if there was a reason why you couldn't let go of some of this problem, anxiety, what would the reason be? And the kind of things that could come up are, if I let this go, it means that I wouldn't be a good mum, because good mums have to help their children and support their children. So then you could bring into the tapping, you could say, even though I've got all this anxiety about my children being bullied, and if I let this anxiety go, it would mean that I'm not a very good mum. I deeply and completely accept myself. So those are a few tips that you can use. There are more tips on my blog, and if you're still not getting the results you want, then please do email me on info@tamaradon.com. Bye. Hi, this is Tamara here from the EFT Training Centre.